This is the last episode of Season 5 for me, I wanted to say. Because we're starting Season 6 as a non-Crackpack server. But this is Crackpack! What are you going to replace it with for modded content? And my answer is... didn't have anything in mind. Uh-oh. No, that's just the regular cows. Hey, we didn't crash. Excellent. Even today, I do not know why we still crash. It's terrible. We crash, and then I'm like, why did we crash? How did we crash? I don't know. We just crashed. And then I might crash again, and then again. And it happens several times. Now, the reason I'm here is I'm going to talk about what the deal is with Season 5, and what the deal is with Crackpack, and what the deal is with Vanilla, and what the deal is with me and my scheduling. Now, Crackpack's server is not coming to an end. This is the important thing. This is the Crackpack server. It is Season 5 of Mental Block. I am going to stop doing the series. I loved working on Modded, and if I still continue to love it, I will come back to it and play it some more. But I am discontinuing the series for myself. However, the server is staying up. Now, there's a reason for that, but I'll get to that later. There's all kinds of bugs. Look at this. Look at this bug. What is this? Can see through chiseled blocks. And then look at this bug. It's back on cheat mode. It's still doing that. And me trying to find out glass. And why have these up here? Alright, we're back. Now that's off. Is this on? Well, when it's on, this thing isn't... it starts generating power, so it's not transmitting power. That's when it's on. It's acting like it's off. Yeah, that made sense. Well, couldn't add Old Man Willikers. I mean, we can, but don't want to. Didn't figure out Mathematics 1. I'm leaving this open. You've got a little period of time. I'm going to do a bit of a server tour while I'm talking about this. He who got on the server when nobody else was looking. And we get to look at him now. Ha ha ha. Wait a minute. That is not the skin that he had on when he visited. I know these things. I am not a fool. Oh, I get to look at how people are doing today. Well, that's Stennett. Oh, never mind. Okay, nobody there. Ooh. Ooh, he's dressed like that for a reason. Okay, okay. He looks derpy, doesn't he? Alright. Nothing there. Nobody else changed their skins lately. Okay, let's get back to what I was saying. Oh, and that was another thing. I just saw a picture of Wes Wilson, and I thought he was a black guy. I thought that guy's black. Look, he looks black and everything. And nope. He's got Morgan Freeman hair. Oh yeah, definitely you could see that. Nope, it's a white guy, or at least he looks like a white guy in the PAX video. Well, that's fine. I don't care. You be whatever color you want to be. Well, look at me. I'm part pink, part green. You know, what good is that? Now, what we're going to do is, what happened was I decided that I couldn't wait. I had to get the thing going. 1.8 is coming out, I said. We've got to get that thing going. Oh, and by the way, I've got this thing on moody in here because I'm feeling a bit moody about this. About playing this anymore. Since I'm just walking around and... oh, I got a whole bunch of damage that I have somehow. Hey, at least I got my stuff back. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to tell the story, but you got to let me get to that point. 1. 13. So I just put in my last piece of coal. Oh! And it doesn't do anything! Great! Thanks. So how do you smelt cobalt? I have no idea. Maybe the electric furnace? No, I don't think so. I got a portable teleporter. They gave me a portable teleporter. They gave me a regular teleporter, though not on this level. This doesn't work. I have no idea what it is that's going on. Give me my stuff. That stuff belongs to me. Oh, and you go in there. Okay, I was talking about this server. Yeah, so I said, okay, 1.8 server, right? I want it. I want to get going with my 1.8, I said. So it's like, where are the cows in this area? No idea. Alright, that's doing well. I try to remember where I'm going next. So we got the server going, and I had to, we had a vote, and I was like, this vote will be a shoo-in. Everybody's going to choose 1.8 Crackpack. And so we'll just do 1.8 when 1.8 comes out. And then what happened? Then I got the vote, and somebody at the last minute had, not the last minute, but a little bit before, had decided keep Crackpack a while longer. And I'm like, oh man, I had this plan all set up, and... Okay, another thing that happened... Wait, this is the wrong place. This is at the other end. I had that whole thing planned, and now I had to not do it. There we are. This is where my bed is. I want to check to make sure it's safe. Is it safe? I'm not safe, but it's safe. So, I was like, oh man, we're going to have to keep this going. Oh, I've got my jetpack on. Thanks. No wonder I wasn't making those jumps. That means I gotta take off my jetpack and use it. Doesn't take long to recharge it. So I was like, well, what are we going to do? And so the answer was, I'm going to have to keep this here, and I'm going to have to, since this server will be up 2 more months, and I said at the end of... I see ya. Come on. This is one reason why I'll be really glad, because I don't get an infested base with stuff like this in regular. And so I said, this will last until the end of October, I said, on this server. There. But that doesn't get destroyed. I don't know what's happened to them and why. Oh, I thought Pyro was looking at me there for a second. Hey, I see you! I'm the Watcher! And for those who don't get that reference, you should watch Logopolis. No, not Logopolis. Yeah, Logopolis. I'm forgetting the name of it. And before I go into the Nether, I'm going to go upstairs. Zuzuma had a nice couple of tutorials recently. Oh yeah, I have removed those other ones. I've forgotten. I also removed the bed, as you saw, because my tag lock had been taken. And I was the victim of a curse. And you'll remember over here I had... Do I still have that? Oh, that's from later. Anyway. It was not a good thing. Bloop. Well, there's cobalt ingots. Oh, right. So let's use this then. Go for it. Use up that lava. Work them. Tweeze it out. Oh, nobody's going to get that reference. There's the teleporter. I'm going to try and use it if I can later on. There's Old Man Willikers. Haven't put them out yet. I still want to use the stairs on a regular basis. Oh! The team fell apart and they destroyed some of my statues and now they've put up a walrus. Actually, I put up some statues. I wish I could have caught these on camera because they were great statues. I had the Green Arrow, the Green Lantern. Didn't happen. I still got some over here, though. Let's show you what we got over here. For red, we got the Red Ghost and his Super Apes. No, not Navid. Creeper. Oh, that's it? Alright, what about blue team? What? Oh, hi. Sorry, I have to kill you on contact. Okay, so what happened was, first thing that happened was, I set up the server. No, the first thing that I did before, I built. Oh, well, this is what I'm building. As you can see, it's not finished. First thing I did was I set up a solo player map because I wasn't going to be able to get a 1.8 map with the shaders, and I love the shader pack. So that's what I did. This still has my paint, but I don't have much left to paint. I just got to do that. I'll do that. I'm going to pillar up and do some painting, but it'll be off camera. It's very boring. How much I got left? That's full. I always fill up the paintbrush at the end. I can't tell how much is left. Oh, it's about half. It's like my third can of paint. So I set up the solo player world, and then I said, well, what are we going to call it? And I kept thinking solo block, but I'll call it mental block season something else. And that didn't happen. Let's call it some other thing. I kept not being sure what we should do. Look at it. Where's all my floor segments? Alright, here's some floor segments. Not very good, I can see. Tree farm working. With spruce, which is my favorite. Well, it was my favorite, but now I've seen the spruce doors, and I don't like them in 1.8. But spruce is really good and handy if you want to have quick, lots of wood. I don't like this either. There should be something keeping you from falling off. The TARDIS. And also being attacked. Who would spawn up here? Well, obviously a skeleton, but how did he spawn up here? You broke my frickin'... Can you spawn on an elevator? I don't think so. I guess it's possible. Or maybe it spawned on those. Yeah, that makes sense. Those blocks I haven't removed yet. Fine. So I set up a solo player game, and I don't know what to call it, so I called it Solo Block, and it's okay, but I had to use Amplified instead of the new 1.8 special of customized map. I can live with that. So I made a couple videos of that, and then I spent a lot of time working on the video start, and I'm like, all right, now I can work on what we're going to do next. 1.8 map was about to come out, so I'm like, okay, now we're going to do this. So I'm like, well, we can't use, I've already said can't use the server which has Crackpack on it, and that's going till the end of October, at which point, but I thought, I'm not waiting to do 1.8. Would you wait till 1.8? I mean, would you wait till a month and a half after 1.8 to switch over? Ain't gonna do that. So I'm like, I've got money. I'm gonna have to pay for a better server, or perhaps if the same server for more RAM for it or something. I said, I got a better server. Let's do this. I said. Let's see how we're doing with the stuff. Oh wait, where do I have everything? Here. Quartz? Wait, is that the quartz one? Oh, I should have had one for quartz. No, wait, that doesn't work. So all I got from that was quartz. That's it, 46 quartz. That's disappointing. Well, these I didn't get anything because I'm doing it in the nether. What's this? 22. Oh, that's not connected to anything. That's just one of the old ones. Or maybe it's a new one. I don't know. So I set up... I bought the server. I was like... I'm not going to tell you where it is this time because it did very badly. We'll show you about that. But it was like 4 gigabytes of RAM. And I'm like, oh, I want this. Yeah, now that I think of it, we don't really need much for this. It's doing fine as is. I gotta go here with the stuff. No idea what's gonna happen when I get there. Possible the nether is destroyed, and I have to explain that. Alright, so... Well, they left the door open, and there's fire everywhere. That's a good sign. At least the house doesn't seem to have been hit. Okay, so... I start the map. I got the map to do exactly what I want. Customize vanilla. And you'll have to watch Season 6. Customize vanilla! Yeah! Oh, it was great. I thought, this is wonderful. It plays so well on, what was I on? Pre-3. 1.8 Pre-3. So like, yes, this is excellent. I go to set it up. And it doesn't want to run. And I fix it. No, it doesn't want to run. Then I realized I have to have... the server jar. It hadn't occurred to me. I need the server jar. Oh, is this gone all the way to the bottom yet? I don't think it has. No, that's off. We want it on. Bloop. Is this thing running? I don't see the Tony arm, but that doesn't mean it's not on. Right there it is. Oh, it is running. Oop. Don't do that. Okay, so what I did was, having set it up, I ran it and it thought, oh, this works perfectly. I tried it out on the server. I was doubly, triply careful. Everything works fine. I have no problem whatsoever. Let's start the opening ceremony. So we do the opening ceremonies, and if you've seen that episode, I don't know if I'm releasing that first or this one first. It crashed. We got 10 and 12 players on at once, and I was really proud of that. But it crashed. And then a few minutes later, it crashed again. And then again. And then again. Black lag become too much. Server gets shut down automatically. Thanks. And now I have to refill these. It's still taking stuff, so it ain't at the bottom yet. And it's taking it back home, so we'll see what we could do about that. Okay, so what we did was, we crashed so often that they were upset that I had chosen this particular website, which I shall not name right now. Where does this go again? Oh, this is another alternate path to Panhead. I built it one day when I was really pissed off about something. I needed a better path that didn't have to go out over the open ground, which, as you've seen, was a mistake. Okay, they got upset. And who could blame them? And so... moo, 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 moo. Alright, what do we got here? It's all that junk. It's all it ever is around here is just junk. Is this going up or down? I forgot. It's up. It's coming in. It should go there. Wait, is it? No! No, this stuff is not the tainted soil. This is the actual netherrack. Oh, that's great, because I need netherrack. Needs coal, and I don't have any coal on me. Hold on. Hold on, I got coal. I got coal. Go for it. Give me all the coal you can mustard. Mustard. More coal! Bring on more coal! I need them coals. Can't get coal in the nether. Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I never saw any. And we got coal over here, I think. Oh, we got a whole bunch of coal. Who says we ain't got coal? We got coal for days. Admittedly, not very many days, but, you know, take what you can, huh? Why can't I shift-click it in there? I have no idea. And this is a mess, and I don't even know why it's a mess. I must have died or something. I don't remember it. Okay, they got mad at me. And I was like, well, you know, we can put off... We've had the opening ceremony. Maybe we can resume having the game set up. This thing is going to continue till end of October, I said. And so I have until then to figure out the mess. So I get really mad. They move the server at one point to another location, another node or something. And the move goes smoothly, and then the crashes happen as before. And so I'm like, this is obviously really, really shoddy service, I said. Oh, look at all that. Oh, yeah. Oh, that reminds me, I gotta... Down we go. A little more. A lot of noise for cows over here. It's a moo-moo. Okay, so what happened? It's hard to talk over these moos, by the way. Alright, that's enough for them. Okay, where was I? We crashed. I got mad. I told them, disconnect the service and refund my money. What happened? They wouldn't refund my money. But they also wouldn't disconnect the service. So I was kind of happy about that. But it's not... Here is where I died. The time when I was trying to get my stuff back from my other grave. I think. Because that's all my stuff there. Or, I think it's all my stuff. And so this must be stuff that was... Yeah, see, it says zombie. What's that? Oh, that's another balloon. These will be turning on shortly. As soon as stuff comes in. Will anything come in? I don't think we get anything from there. Yeah, maybe we don't then. No, up, not down. The stuff stopped coming in because they ran out of power. So I was really upset, and so what I did was I told them cancel the service and refund my money. They said, no, can't refund your money. It's been just slightly more than 24 hours, and in case you paid for a whole year. Yeah, I know, a whole year. That was kind of stupid of me. I didn't even get a good discount for doing that. But I paid for a whole year because I tend to do those things in batches of years, so I don't have to go through the rigmarole of having to reorder so often. I have a very hectic and busy life. Anyway, so what happened was I'm stuck with a server that I could do a chargeback, but if I do a chargeback, PayPal will hate me and I'll never be able to use them again. Maybe I won't. I'm not 100% sure. And not only will PayPal hate me... Okay. Does this provide enough power at all? No idea. Alright, and... Not only will PayPal hate me, but I'll never be able to get a server on that server host again, even though I don't want to right now. In future, it could conceivably have happened. So I decide, no, I'm going to not complain about it. Not going to complain about it. I'm just going to live it. What's that? I can see through that message. Oh, it's just a space. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so I was angry at them, but I was like, alright, we'll keep it up. Well, at this point, I'm so frustrated because I want to I promised I would keep Crackpack going. Uh-oh. Some kind of spider. Spiders in the nether are always bad news. Here we go. No, I can't see from there. I'm going to have to go outside, and I didn't want to. Oh, I can't see it. I don't think they broke through yet. See? Told you, bad news. A heat scar spider. Oh, they're easy enough to kill. A pool more spiders. More spiders. I'm dead. I'm dead. I gotta tell my story. Let me tell my story. Ugh. All right. Why would I want to kill spiders right now? I'm busy. Yep, gotta go back and mess with the energies again. Yeah, I'm sorry, this will probably be my last video. Unless it crashes and there's other problems and stuff like that. It can happen. It's given the power. Yeah, see, when it does that, then it doesn't send power out. Oh, but it's not getting anything. Well, you can't blame me for that. Down we go. That's taking its time. Try the other one. Pull the other one, then. I like that I could walk under these. It ought to save me some time, but it don't. I gotta find those cows and kill them. They've been driving me crazy. Something's stuck in the wall somewhere. But they'd have to be underwater. I don't know what the deal is. So what I did was I said, let's do some experimenting. I tried all kinds of different things to try and get the thing to work properly, but it always crashed in it. So I was like, let's see if we can run. Let's see if we can run the new vanilla 1.8, which is beautiful, by the way. Let's see if we can run it on my old MC Pro hosting server. But for the contractual obligation of having to support Crackpack, which I promised I would do, I would have to move it to the other server and see if it worked. So what I said is, okay, what we'll do is we'll take off the vanilla map. We'll try to we'll send a copy of Crackpack over to. I see you. Oh, he's over there. Send a copy of Crackpack over to the new one, which I was still not going to say which one it is. And then we'll see if it runs, and if it does run, then we can run Crackpack from that with its 4 GB RAM goodness. And then having done so, we can go back and we can transfer onto MC Pro Hosting the new vanilla one. Right? Where is that skeleton? He gone somewhere. I don't know where. Something up there or something? So I was upset, and I was like, alright, well, we'll do this. And so I tried to run Crackpack on the other server. It don't run. It won't run the custom jar. So I thought, it's not going to run the custom jar. And so like, oh, you got to put it in the jar folder. So I move it into the jar folder. It won't run it. You can see through that. That's weird. It don't run the custom jar in any way whatsoever. It just crashes. It says, you need to load FTB and bucket something. No, not FTB. You need to load bucket and forge, and you need to do this, and I don't know what they're saying all that junk for. So what they... There's nothing... I don't see a skeleton. Where did the skeleton... Do the skeletons climb to the top? Boy, that must take forever. Maybe that's why we don't have so many mobs here. We have a lot of mods, but not very many mobs. They're all busy climbing staircases. You should see what our problem is with Vanilla 1.8. They're climbing to the top of the map, and they're just standing there doing nothing. Spider. That spider following me from the portal. Oh, how are we doing with this? Should be done by now. What activates that anyway? Oh, you know, I bet it's got blood on it. It's the blood. Yep. Oh, I got two. That's right. This is a 2x thing. So I got 2 ingots. 1. And you gotta wait. 2. I should now have 6 in there. Ta-da! Still just got my 1 ender pearl left. I'm saving it for a rainy day when I want to play Crackpack and nothing else. I went back to... Alright, let's use the teleporter. I'm done here. Everything is recharging. Gonna use that teleporter. 7590. Oh, and because they knew I'd be visiting, they blocked it off with a force field. And they require your jetpack to be running. Well, I've got a jetpack. However, am I in the base or out of the base? Everything is all over the place. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Alright. Oh ho ho! Ah, but I could break stuff inside. I could break some things inside. Oh yes. Nope, that didn't turn it off. One, 2, 3, 4. No link found. They changed my number. I should have looked. Another thing they probably didn't think of was the floor. Oh! They did think of the floor! Yeah, you can't do a magic thing on those diagonal blocks. I should know. But still can't do that. Well, I'm up here anyway, wherever here is. I'll reconnect it. I'm not that foolish. Where did it go? Piping, yoo-hoo. I've got piping here somewhere, don't I? What, did I break it and it just despawned? Shouldn't have done that. Should have... Well, okay. Wait, what's it called again? ME cable. I don't have any ME cable on me? What happened? Well, not my problem. I gotta get out of here, man! But most importantly, I gotta figure out how to get out of here. This area is all blocked off. It's just under the surface, but where under the surface, I don't know. Other people could just magic their way through solid material, but people like myself, we gotta travel. And not necessarily in style either. Oh, I just ruined something. Well, I made it out, so that's something. Or whatever you call this is out. Electrolytic separator, ender tanks, another tesseract. Fortron capacitor. I've got some sort of redstone paste. I don't know how that works. But I see where it was hooked up. So I could maybe try to get up there. If I dropped it, where can I don't know. Let's assume, for sake of argument, this was it. Interdiction matrix. And the redstone isn't mine either. Still not found the way out yet, but I think it's this way. Maybe it's this way. Nah, maybe not. I know where we are. Or rather, I have a hunch that I know where we are. You'd like to think you fit through that. Maybe if I had the three pixel wide arms. Oh, come on! There's got to be a way to find an exit here. I think it's up there somewhere. It won't go. I can't get above that. Hooray! Wait, I was here to explore. That's still good. Ooh, I like the lights. Very nice. How much power is this thing generating? I don't know. Or whatever it's doing. Oh, he's got tunnels over here. Look at that. Oh yeah, I saw his video where he put the tank of mob essence up. That thing's filling up. We don't get to see the mob spawner. Oh wait, there it is. And there's lights in there. There shouldn't be lights in there, should there? No idea. Oh, I crossed the circle. I got mana regen. Oh, I thought that was a curse. I've been struck with a moon. A blue moon detective agency. Never mind. Liquid essence. Oh, you could give yourself XP. That's cool. It's in Greek. I don't know Greek. It's Japanese to me. Another something or other. What's this? I probably shouldn't walk on that. Whoa! Nice. Okay, back to what I was saying. Yeah, we moved. I tried to move a copy of Crackpack onto the new server. It didn't work. So I couldn't figure out if Crackpack could be made to work on it. And so Crackpack is not going to last past the end of that server. But after a while I start realizing this server, the new vanilla server... Wait, where's the way back up? Wait, can I go down from here? Oh, I can. Hey, it's the other side of this thing! Now all I have to do is figure out how to turn off the force field. If not, I may be trapped here forever! Pumpkins! His pumpkin farm is doing pretty well. Is it automated? That's maxed out. Well, they should put this on a crafting bench and turn it into paper, or at least some of it should be turned into paper. Not permitted. They're very paranoid about their stuff. I'm not gonna steal it. May not be much, but it's Ignis. Ignis? We used to call people Ignises in high school. Nice. How could I not have permission to touch anything in this whole place? What, they got the matrix over the entire... Let me see if they won't even let me touch the... They won't even let me touch the chests. Crafting bench. Wow. They don't even get the error message from the strongbox. Says you can't mess with the strongbox. Let's see what happens if I try to take that. I could break it. So after tinkering with the map, well, what had happened was I had moved when I moved Crackpack onto the other server. What I did was I couldn't get it to run under custom. So what I did was I ran it under Minecraft jar 1.6.4. What happened? It ran, but it destroyed all the non-vanilla stuff. So TARDIS is gone. Special types of wood gone. Bushes gone. Statues gone. Little pathway things gone. Half of the blocks all gone. Torches hanging in midair. Hey, where's that force field? Don't they have a force field here somewhere? There's that place which no longer has a force field. Is 84 enough for me to get back? I want to see what they've done with this area. I know I've got this on tiny render distance, but I thought I'd look anyway. I don't think I recorded it last time I was here. There's a few holes. It came from they were running something that caused lots of holes. I don't know what that was. So everything was destroyed. I was like, forget it. Go back to putting regular Crackpack in the regular MC Pro hosting, and the new one will get the 1.8 map. And what happened? Oh, this is what's left of my base area. It's not that bad, actually. Skull holding. What did he drop? Creeper heart. So I've pretty much given up on this. What I have now is the following. Crackpack is still on MC Pro hosting. My other server, which I paid for a year and I wish I did not, despite everything, is running pretty well, actually. It started running the vanilla map really well once we got 1.8 came out. And so I said, we'll just set up 1.8 then, I guess. Okay, let's get this thing on the road. So I'm pretty much resigned to playing it, but now it plays okay, so that's fine. But we've got 3 video series, and I can't have 3 video series. Season 5 and Season 6. I don't mind keeping Season 5 going for my friends who are still doing Crackpack and are enjoying it, although they're not enjoying it right now, and who are playing it, and oh, clouds, we're up to cloud level. And so what I did was, I'm keeping that up. I'm keeping Season 6 going. And we had our opening ceremony, and we're going to just play that. Oh, that's right. I got to tell Lambert. Lambert's the one of 2 of us who do not use Skype. And so we have to tell him manually, and we hate that. Lambert, if you're watching this, start using Skype already. You don't need a good computer to use Skype. You don't have to use Skype while you're playing the game. So I don't see why you can't just use Skype. So there, the end. Now watch, I'm going to be too high up or something. Yeah. So this is coming to an end, and I've done a bit of a tour. I'm sorry I almost wrecked your base and some of your equipment, Mortar. You probably won't find out about it until this video airs, and I'm sorry about that. I'm also sorry to all my viewers. I want to apologize to my viewers. I never get these builds finished, as you know. Oh, here it is. Hi! I was looking down somehow. But I do want to apologize to my viewers, because this wonderful build is not going to get finished. By me, anyway. Maybe somebody else will do it, or something else will happen. Painting was a pain in the ass. The diagonal blocks were a pain in the ass. Getting dark half slabs, no, light half slabs, sorry, was a pain in the ass. Getting all these elevator blocks was a pain in the ass. Not having the chance to set them up was a pain in the ass. 5x ore was a pain in the ass. And quite frankly, to you, I'm probably being a pain in the ass. And for that I am very and truly sorry. Is it going up or down when it does that? I have no idea. I think it ran out of power again. Yeah. I sound like I'm making excuses. That's because I am making excuses. I was a fool. But I'll tell you one thing. This base would have been finished by now. Yes, it would have been. Well, the outer shell of the base would have been finished by now if I'd not had those debilitating crashes. If I hadn't been pranked with frickin' walruses. If I hadn't had to move the base twice because of concerns of, well, certain things anyway. Oh, it's not up there, it's up there. No, it's not here. It's above this. Where did he put this? He put it on my main basement level? Wait, so this isn't the there should be 2 sets of numbers then. Well, that's annoying. So I guess I'm done here. It was nice being here. I was somewhat safer. Oh, that's right. Do something here. Number of deaths. Third. I am not the ultimate loser. No, that's not entirely fair, but I kept my deaths under 100. You can't say that about Armor and Nova, although Armor had his own reasons for dying so often, and I don't know what Nova Builder's reason is. He's always gets killed a lot. The winner is CJ Parisi, but he wasn't on much. Benelis, who was never on the server while I ran it. Fred, who was only on for a short time. And the new guy, Raf. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's not going to be an until next time for this. I wanted to do a montage. I have to conclude by but I can't do a montage. I have to conclude by saying I'm really just not good at running all the mods at once. I went a little crazy. I mean, a little crazier than usual. I mean, look at this stuff. I would have been happy if we could have just run 1 or 2 mods and then built from there. Had a few more mods, had a few more things happen. That would have been nice. Could have inched our way slowly into this sort of thing. What happened there? There. Abraham Lincoln hat. One more hit. I already got that hat. So as we now arrive at the close of the episode and of the end of the Season 5 series for me anyway, I'll still be playing this once in a while until the server shuts down, but I won't be doing any more videos of it. I want to thank you for watching and taking an interest in. I hope if you enjoy modded Minecraft as Crackpack, I hope you continue to take an interest in and support it, because it really is good. You don't have to play it for PvP. You really don't. It's modded warfare in its own sense, but now I didn't know you could do that. I really didn't know you could do that. What about the sides of chests? Well, not that chest, but how about this? No, I can't do that. Can't do it there. Or maybe because those aren't proper chests. No, maybe just can't do it anyway. I want you to all play Crackpack if you can. You'll need at least 2 GB of RAM, and if you're playing it on a server, you're going to need a lot more than that on your server. This has been running on a server that's about 1.5 GB. It can run it. Crashes a lot, but not too often. And so I bid you all a fond farewell. Thank you for watching.